Hey, what's up, everyone? Hope you're all doing great and ready for something a bit meaty about Sonic Racing CrossWorlds' newest drop. The team pushed out the update on December 3rd, 2025, and there's a good mix of flashy new content and behind-the-scenes changes that actually matter for how you'll play, rank, and organize matches over the next few weeks. First off, there's a brand new event mode called Legend Competition that gives you a fresh way to chase rewards and test builds under a slightly different rule set. If you're the kind of player who likes rotating event play and new challenge windows, this will be the mode you want to hop into to see how your favorite loadouts translate when the incentives shift. They also increased the world match rating ceiling from 9,999 to 99,999. Yeah, that's a huge jump, which means long-term progression will feel different. Expect more granularity at the top end, slower visible climbs for elite players, and potentially a new psychological dynamic where small gains feel more meaningful because the scale is much larger. Alongside those changes, Friend Match got a quality of life boost with multi-round options. If you run casual cups with friends or community brackets, you'll appreciate not having to rehost every single round manually. On the cosmetic side, the update adds 2 collaboration tracks to the jukebox and a dozen collaboration decals. So there's fresh flair for the car builders who love showing off themed aesthetics between races. The meat of the gameplay additions is 6 new gadgets plus a slate of gadget balance adjustments. While the patch notes don't hand you precise minute-by-minute gadget scripts, the net effect is clear. There's more variety coming to how matches can swing, and some gadgets that were underused or overbearing got tuned to feel more intentional. Read as, you'll want to test the new gadgets in relaxed match types first, because their presence will change item timing, defensive play, and last lap dynamics. The update also included anti-cheat improvements and a number of bug fixes and smaller adjustments that should make World Match more stable and fair over time. On a practical level, this combination of content and backend work signals that the developers are balancing both short-term engagement and long-term competitive integrity. New events and cosmetics to draw players in, and anti-cheat plus balance patches to keep the ranking ladder meaningful and trusted. Talking about how this will affect your actual race decisions. With more defensive and utility tools likely in the gadget pool, aggressive speed-only setups may become riskier in high-stakes matches, because opponents now have more options to blunt or punish reckless plays. That means you'll want to reevaluate where you slot defensive gadgets into your builds and whether some of your tuning choices that sacrificed handling or recovery for top speed still make sense. The rating cap change also changes how you read your progress. Instead of feeling like you're bumping against a hard ceiling, you'll have a wider numerical runway to climb, which can be motivating, but also makes early season leaderboard positions less stable until players and the matchmaking system settle into the new scale. Another subtle but important thing, the multi-round friend match option is going to accelerate the growth of community-run events. Organizers can run consecutive heats without constant interruptions, which should encourage more sustained tournaments among smaller communities and make it easier to try experimental formats. And because the patch includes collaboration tracks and decals, community events will probably lean into themed cups to showcase those assets. As for immediate advice on how to approach the update in-game, the short version is this. Update. Spend the first few hours in time trial and friend matches, putting the new gadgets through their paces. Keep an eye on how gadget interactions affect last lap scenarios, and be mindful that rating movement may be different for a while as the ladder adjusts to the new maximum. In the medium term, expect meta shifts as players discover reliable counters to the new gadgets and as balance patches iterate on anything that feels overpowered. All that said, there's something satisfying about these kinds of updates. They mix content that's fun to show off with mechanical changes that genuinely impact competitive play, and you can feel the intention behind adding anti-cheat measures alongside new toys. It's not just cosmetic. Whether you're chasing leaderboard spots or building the most ridiculous, over-the-top vehicle decal combo, there's now a new set of toys and a different ladder to test them on. Update the game, jump in, and give those new gadgets a spin. You'll start to see how they reshape match flow pretty quickly, especially in World Match and the new Legend Competition.